Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys can check me out on my finance channel at AIH Finance. Also, check me out on Instagram at AIH underscore sports. And if you haven't subscribed and you watch my videos, just remember to hit that like button, smash it, whatever you want to do, and also subscribe to my channel. Now, the MLB has come to, it looks like, a tentative agreement with the players union, and one of the highlights from it, it's quite interesting because I'm a lefty, and whenever I hit in the batting cages or little league, I used to hit the ball more often to right field because that's just the nature of my swing. It's just much easier. I mean, if I go opposite field, I can do that, but realistically, everything that I've hit was towards center field or towards right field. And what many teams did, I think it was after Joe Madden implemented this when he was with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, he put on a shift against David Ortiz. And what happened? Ortiz, Big Poppy, was lefty. And soon many teams followed afterwards. And I believe his batting average went down because of Joe Madden implementing this. And a lot of teams, because of analytics, they've decided to use the shift more often than in the past. So, long story short, with this new deal with the MLB and also with the union, the shift is now banned. Now, my personal opinions, even though I'm a lefty, I don't think it should be banned. What I think lefties should do, lefty batters, they should just bunt the ball. Just bunt it down third base line. And if you keep on seeing people doing that, they're going to not use the shift. I don't think there should be like this banning process, but you know, it is what it is. I'm glad that they're going to finally play baseball this year. That's good news, right? Now, the thing is, in terms of sports cards, I think there's a benefit to investing now in lefty baseball players. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just thinking, okay, I watched the Chicago Cubs. You could see back over here, my team. You had Rizzo and Schwarber. They hit the ball between first base and second base. But you had the second baseman go out in shallow right field, and you had the shortstop play, right at the second base bag. So Rizzo, he used to hit the ball hard, and in a normal situation, that would have been a base hit. Because of the shift, you had you had less hits for Rizzo. You had less hits for Kyle Schwarber. I think part of the reason why Kyle Schwarber's average isn't that high is obviously the way that they're training players these days. A launch angle, launch angle, launch angle. But now getting rid of the shift, I believe it's going to help lefties. And potentially speculating, investing, whatever you want to call it. I mean, there could be a good risk reward this year. Once again, I'm not telling you to invest in a particular player. Once again, it comes with, risk. But I'm probably going to be looking at some lefties, and I may make a play just based on this information. And yeah, I mean, just look at Anthony Rizzo. I mean, how I believe he could have gone to more All Star games, and people would put him up there and one of the top first basemen in the league. But because of all of this, He's not. He's a great defender. Don't get me wrong. I think he also played second base for any Cubs fans that remember. There was this weird time where Rizzo, he's a lefty, so lefties don't play second base. So he used to play second base at sometimes, and he used to charge the mound when they were like It was crazy what Joe Madden used to do with the Cubs. Any Cubs fans, you guys remember that? But there are other players as well. Christian Yelich hasn't had uh, last few good years, from my understanding. And I was just reading this one article. It said that getting rid of the shift may help some guys like Yelich because there's less breaking balls thrown, and that's gonna potentially help him. I don't know if that's true, but this is what I read. So yeah, I'm just eyeballing all these guys. I know Wander Franco. I believe he's a lefty, but there's a lot of hype placed upon him. That doesn't mean that he's going to be a bust. I'm just saying, you know, just pointing that out. It should definitely help a guy like that out. And also, the other thing I wanted to mention is that Theo Epstein, I believe, is a consultant to the MLB now. As you guys know, he was the president of the Chicago Cubs, and he was also in upper management with the Boston Red Sox. He helped both those teams win. And Gary Sheffield, he said the problem with Theo Epstein was that he made this game all about analytics. I mean, the contrary to counter Sheffield, you could say, well, it was Billy Beane who created this, right? With all this Moneyball talk, all of these algorithms, analytics, whatever. It was him. And not Epstein, but Epstein probably took it to another level from what Sheffield was saying. But regardless, Theo Epstein said that, hey, this was like a year ago. I want to turn this game less about hitting home runs. I want to see people hitting base hits because that's what people want. I want to see more small ball. I want to see what the Yankees did in the 1990s. Those were some good teams. Now everyone's about hitting home runs. Yeah, hitting home runs is necessary, but it's just taken away from the game. And now to counter Gary Sheffield, Theo Epstein is moving in the right direction. So you could see that this banning of the shift, whether people are like it or not, this will get more hits, in my opinion, especially for those that are lefties. Yeah, most people aren't lefties, but at the same time, there are people that bat right. I mean, that throw right, but bat left. And this, I believe, will help baseball move in the direction of, hey, we're focusing less on launch angle, but we're focusing now on getting batters on base. And getting batters on base, it's more strategy oriented. And that's why, in my opinion, teams like the New York Yankees were so successful. And then George Steinbrenner spent like crazy. They only won one World Series after that in 2009, right? Adding all these guys, Teixeira, Giambi, A-Rod, etc. didn't help, right? Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all this. Are you going to be investing or speculating in lefty players, hitters? I think there could be some decent returns if my thesis is correct. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thanks. Bye.